Our expenditures are more than our revenue, and we have been watching that and talking about it, and it's the first time we've had confirmation of what the Finance Committee thought the whole time.
How concerning is it to you?
Oh, I just can't see in these tough economic times us using our savings. I just don't. So that's why we want another budget. I think we continue to work because we have to balance the needs of our people with progress for the city.
As far as what happens now, I mean, you guys took your budget away. You weren't happy with Mayor Langford's budget. So is it really like you start
all
over?
over again?
Okay.
Yes. Now that we're at the end of the year, and actually, what we want to know are what are the real numbers. We have asked about it all along. Have said that there was a deficit that has been denied, but it is. So until we can get our audited numbers, then as far as we know right now, there is a deficit of not only our operating account or general fund, but also our savings account. One of our savings accounts.
As far as, I guess now you continue to operate under that last year's budget.
We do.
Is
we
that
do.
Is that
okay.
Is that a problem?
It's no problem. It's not a problem at all.
Okay.
So between April and now, we went from 13 million up to 17 million down. That's a $30 million difference.
Exactly.
I mean, that's not small.
No, it's not, and that's what what I have been saying the whole while is that we have this huge deficit, and we can't go into fund balance. So we have to go up and start all over again.
Talk about your resistance to cut salaries.
We never intended to do that. We never ever intended to cut salaries.
How did that get reported?
The mayor's office sent it out and said that's what we were trying to do, rather than to come back and talk to us and tell us what the effect of the 7% was. When Councilor Montgomery came in, he said, no, you can only go 3%. And had we known that, we probably would have pulled it back and said, let's do 3%. But we weren't told that. It caused pandemonium and chaos in the public and then with our employees. And for that reason alone, we had to pull it back and see and start again.
How tough will it be to come up with a new budget?
We have to. We have to.
Well, with the deficit and working.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. That's why I asked to look at all of the savings accounts that we have. We're going to need to look at every account that we have and have an actual numbers. We need to know the actual numbers for everything, because we may very well have to go into some of our savings, not the fund balance, but we may have to use something else. I really just don't know right now. This is the first time in 2 months that we've had verification that there is a deficit.
Why do you not want to dip into the $117 million fine?
Because of the economy. The economy is bad right now. And we want to keep the city financially sound. That's important. There are a lot of things that we want to do, that we have to do to keep the city progressive. And we're going to have our fund balance. We're going to have savings in order to keep our AA rating. And that's important to us. When other cities are falling below their bond ratings, it's important that we remain stable.
So you're not going to use that, you're saying that 26.4 is off the table completely?
That's what the council said. It's off the table, yes. We want $370 million worth of a budget.
Now, Steve Saylor.
Look at it after that.
You think that'll mean cutting nonprofits?
I'm
Possibly.
not sure yet. It could. There's a lot of possibilities out there.
Saylor said that the constraints put on him to make this budget were impossible to meet. What happens if the mayor's office comes back and says we can't do this?
Well, I guess if they do, then we'll have to do it ourselves. If they give us the right numbers, we can make good decisions.
Okay.